The fifth and final season of The Boys. New episodes released Wednesdays on Prime Video. The series finale is next month on May the 20th. I will miss this show. You can catch up on all 4 seasons previously available now on Prime Video. The man who plays the Deep is back on the program. Chace Crawford, great to see you, man. How are you?
See you guys. Good.
Good to see you land-based, man. Breathing air.
The Deep was always kind of land-based. I thought I was going to be in the water more, to be honest.
That's true. Understood. So good. This show's so good.
Thanks, man.
I'm going to miss it.
I'm going to miss it, too, to be honest. Yeah, it was, 5 seasons over 7 years. It was incredible, man. Yeah, the writing in this year, too, they're really, they're doing such a good job with, like, landing the plane and kind of figuring everything out. It was really a special show.
The writing, the acting, and just the concept.
Right.
It's so brilliant and so original. Mm-hmm. How was it described to you, what The Boys is?
It wasn't really described. I remember reading the breakdown in an email,
right,
for what it was, and I remember seeing Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg on top of it. And I was like, "Ooh, this is cool."
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like it was just kind of like pitched as like a Marvel, if Marvel was real and these superheroes were celebrities and actors and contracted to different cities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I read the 2 scenes, the audition scenes, was like me like this in a therapist office, and it was hilarious talking about like he's only friends with the local lobster. and the other one was like me in a really confrontational scene between me and Starlight, and that was it. I remember reading the pilot script and thinking, oh wow, this is super interesting and dark and satirical and sort of holds a mirror up to like our society in a really fun, wild way.
Doubt.
And my first thought was like, are they actually going to make, like, is this going to be made into a full, like they got a full series pickup? That was kind of my first like jaw-dropping, moment. I was like, wow, they really, like, that's a big swing, so, and it was amazing that Amazon took that big swing on a show like that and shot all 8, and we shot the 8, and I was like, wow, like, are people going to connect with this? Is a wild show, like the tonal shifts are weird. So I was like, are people going to connect with it? And they really did.
Yeah, and our radio audience just returned. The Boys' 5th and final season, new episodes released Wednesday on Prime Video. And Chace Crawford is here. And, the way it was described to me, because sometimes with what I do here in the NFL Network, I'm not directly immediately on a show. Mm-hmm. Like it took me a few months to get into Breaking Bad, for instance, years ago.
Me too.
The way it was described to me is if superheroes have no conscience at all about actually doing superhero stuff, that they're about themselves. And it's crazy. It's wild.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're going to love it. So I watch it. And then, not to spoil it, but there is a highly graphic moment involving Jack Quaid with his girlfriend.
Right.
And A-Train runs through. And no show makes me say holy S out loud more than The Boys. Like, I'm like, what is their malfunction? Where do they come up with this stuff?
Yeah.
It's gory, it's graphic, it's hilarious.
It's unpredictable. You don't really know what's going to happen.
Ever.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Is there ever a moment where you get in a script, you're like, really? You're going to ask me to do that?
Oh, God, yeah. All the time. Every year I'm like, oh, good, we did the hard thing. We did the hard thing. I'm good now. Now it's off the easy stuff,
Right.
But that opening hook was what, Breaking Bad was a little bit more of a slower burn.
Right.
But that hook with him and Jackie, or Robin, I'm sorry, at the beginning.
Right.
You think, it's this kind of rom-com. Right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like the same old, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
And then that moment, that's when it turns, you realize like, oh, this is not like your normal like superhero show or any type of PG, situation with the formulaic, sort of arc. But season 3, that's when I had to be like, what do we do? Like, what are the camera angles going to be for this? And do I need to call my mom? And
yes, the answer is yes.
The answer is yeah.
Have you ever called anybody in your family to say, don't watch tonight?
I think there was when I was like, Mom, you might need to fast forward through episode 3 of season 3, but God bless them. They sometimes would just fast forward to my stuff and watch my stuff because the blood and the gore was, I think, the harder thing for them to watch. But the character of the Deep was brilliant. They really, everything was so funny. And
it's like if Aquaman was a sex addict and had no real moral compass.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Like a little Zoolander in there, you know?
Exactly. But that's the celebrity aspect of it as well, because, it is still, if you will, a fake Marvel world where you are put out as a movie star who is also in real life still a superhero with no moral compass whatsoever.
And a lot
except for flashes of moments like that.
Right. But no more like super narcissistic, only really cares about like holding on to their identity and being a part of this thing and being famous, really had like a, comment on fame. But a lot of the fun stuff was like the in-world like commercials too that we did, that he had to do for like he was also like a D-list actor. Like he was in these like Lifetime movies and like did soy sauce commercials, which was really, really fun. So I thought, they really played into all that, and Amazon marketing played into all that. It was really, really fun.
No doubt about it. I mean, I think, Chris, you were the one who was just like, you have to watch
watch the show.
Because you were like, this is wild. Right. And I'm like, I haven't had the time. And you're like, you got to
do it. Make the time. Do it. You won't regret it. But it's so, like you said, it's so sick and twisted. And I can't stop watching it, though.
Yeah, no, I know. And for the Superman character to like be on the plane, you think he's going to save everybody.
Oh my God!
Exactly.
No, I'm not saving anyone. I can't carry this plane.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and it's played by Anthony Starr. Who is unreal.
Yeah.
As just the most, like, imagine Superman having, again, no moral compass.
Yeah, right.
He views all the people he saves as helpful to his image and his world. Like, it's all narcissistic. None of it is altruistic.
Yeah.
It's wild.
He's also like deeply insecure when you see him in quiet moments, and like his like obsession with milk. Oh my God.
There is no show like it.
There's no show like it. And I know they were kind of wanting to cast like maybe put a bunch of friends in it and famous, but then they kind of went away from that idea. And I think he made he done Banshee, the show Banshee, and I think he made one. He was in New Zealand, made one tape. And I think they're like, that's our guy, and it was really a quick kind of a casting thing. But I can't imagine anyone else playing that role. He should have gotten a little more love, award show love, to be honest. But yeah,
I agree. And there's the most famous meme where he's realizing, his awfulness is being celebrated by a crowd, and he's like sort of in shock, and then suddenly he's smiling. That was used as a meme for like a good solid 2 years, and it's still everywhere.
The memes that have come from this show are just so top notch.
They're amazing.
You can use them for anything.
Right. Yeah, and people do in our group text all the time.
Oh, really?
It's really embarrassing. Yeah.
What group texts are we talking about?
Just like local, my like like friends and family group texts, but they still pop up.
Is Romo hitting you with one? Is that what you're saying?
He's not actually. Okay. Romo's not. No.
Is Romo watching the boys?
I think they still watch it. I think they do. They support. Yeah. There he is.
Look at you and your brother-in-law.
There he is. Love Tony, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
What would be his superpower?
Oh, good one.
What would it be? Hyping stuff up?
Dinner parties. I think it'd be. He's a very good.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's really good. Tony's hilarious and charming at all times. Like,
I mean,
really,
that's not surprising at all.
I know.
But like the Curb Your Enthusiasm middle seat.
Where's he sit?
Where you heard that? Like if you're a middle, that means you're good at a dinner party. He'd be a middle seat guy?
He's definitely not a middle seat guy.
Oh, he's not?
No.
No, I'm not talking about on a plane. You're talking about at a table. Like when you're sitting in the middle on the side, there's one person on either side of you. Curb said you're a middle seat guy.
I remember
at a table.
Yes.
So he'd be a middle seat guy
every
at a dinner
time.
party.
Yeah. He's like hyping everything. These mashed potatoes are pretty good. Here we go.
He's good, man.
What is I forgot. What's your football team? You got one or you don't?
Cowboys still.
So was that born out of Tony joining your family or
no?
Or
it wasn't actually. There's pictures of me and my sister in like '94 with like Cowboy starter jackets.
Cowboy starter jackets.
Yeah, we loved it. My dad went to I think the '93 one here at the Rose Bowl.
Okay,
we've been Cowboys fans our whole life, so it was a ride watching him play. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was like a drug, really. You get there and you're so invested emotionally into him and the touchdowns and the win and the loss. It was really the highs and the lows were really incredible.
If somebody had told your dad at the Super Bowl that your daughter's going to marry Cowboy, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys,
Right.
He'd been like, "What the hell? Get out of
He's
here!"
like, no. He'd been like, absolutely not. Yeah, it was.
TJ lives and dies the Dallas Cowboys over there as
Are
well.
you?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
There you go. There you
Flag,
go.
man.
We've been struggling though. There it is. Nice. All right.
He thinks
It's hard to
gonna
give it
happen.
up, man. Every day they want me to give it up, and I just can't do it. Man. Can't.
It's lonely out there. Yeah, but it's been tough.
All right, so we got a photograph of you. When did you play golf with Rory McIlroy, dude? When did that happen?
That was incredible. Yeah, that was. I think it was a couple years ago at an Omega Watch event in Florida, actually, at this place called Pine Tree. I want to say. It was
Okay.
kind of a famous course out there. And they didn't tell me till like the night before. He was like, my buddy Scott, who kind of ran the event, and was like, we put you with Rory, and I was like, no way. That's like. For me, it's athletes. I get like Tiger, and like I get starstruck. But so that was I was nervous around him, and he could not have been a better guy. He wasn't like this is an obligation. I have to be at this thing and deal with these people. He like was the coolest guy, and we kind of played in this. We were technically a team, but he was pound the ball 350. And hit right next to the green.
So what was it? One of those where you could play? You played one person's drive. Was it a scramble?
It was a shamble, I think. Off the
shamble. So
yeah.
you would then play off of the longest drive's ball.
Basically, yeah.
Did you play off his drive every single time?
Every single time, yeah. I don't think anyone.
Now, Alfonso Ribeiro was
he
in
can
that
hit it.
foursome as well.
He can play.
He also strikes me as a guy like, no, we're gonna use one of my drives. Like, no, I don't care who Rory McIlroy is. Right. I'm a stick in my own right.
Yeah.
We're gonna use one of my drives.
For sure.
Am I right? It's what he struck me as that one.
Totally, yeah.
But you used Rory's drive every time?
I take it back. We used my shot on a par 3.
Yeah,
it was only like a 115, but that is dialed for my 56 or maybe 54.
Attaboy.
And Rory, I mean, it was dead on line, but he just went over. It just went over the green like 10 yards.
Okay.
And I stuck a sand wedge.
Yeah, you did.
But we used mine.
You threw a dart.
And everyone was kind of. I threw a dart out.
Did you say to Rory, "I got this"?
I did. I was like, oh, guys, yeah. Give me the ball. Anyone have the ball mark? Yeah,
That's right.
This is my time. Yeah. I would have did it repair, Roy? Yeah, it was great.
You're taking your glove off as you're walking to the green. I got
Tossing
this,
him
Rory.
the club. Yeah,
Thanks, Rory. Thanks for playing, pal.
See you at the carts.
I like it. All right.
He was the best, though. I'm asking about his whoop and everything. I was like a little nerd, but it was awesome. Yeah, to see him play and see what he can really do. Like when you're in like an intimate, how he shapes the ball and kind of how he would line up a putt. I'm like, wow, that's like 30 yards, left, and he would it was really, incredible.
That's great. So not a long walk spoiled at all. Like something that he's a cool dude, exactly what you'd expect or hope.
It's the best.
Not having a bad day. That's pretty cool.
2 green jackets now too.
There's no doubt that you saw this year that it was house money for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that he could be locked in a way that he's now been, the dam's broken. You know what I mean? Like that is a true analogy that you can make with him right now.
And he was talking about how not only was the Masters the last kind of thing on his back, but the Grand Slam was such a weighed heavy on him too. And
right.
When that was done, and a lot of times when those guys figure out how to win at Augusta, they can kind of at least get close every time. You didn't think he was going to do it again, but that's rarefied air. Like to go back to back is awesome. I mean, yeah.
How many strokes is Tony giving you?
Oh, Tony's got to give me at least 18, probably. I'm about a bogey golfer. He's about a scratch.
He's what's your?
I used to be better. I'm probably a bogey golf like 14 is kind of
okay.
What we go with. So,
all right, yeah. I can potentially hang with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm double bogey.
Yeah.
I finished second to last when I saw you in.
Stableford and Tahoe. That's not a bad way to score it.
You know what? Stableford was not my friend at the American Century Championship by any. Stableford wasn't my friend. There were nothing was my friend. But look, by the way, that's a great shot.
That was a great shot.
Let's put that back up one more time. This is you coming out of the sand.
But the video doesn't show going right back into the sand. That's the.
You're using a
yellow ball.
A yellow ball.
That is a great shot.
Wow, look at that.
Amateur, but
it doesn't matter where the ball goes. You're just looking good. You got that swing, the follow through. You're staring at it.
Fun tournament too. Fun time out there in Tahoe. It's hard to beat, right?
Oh my God, the American Century Championship is the best. We were just talking about Ray Romano yesterday because of I lost to him in the karaoke. on Thursday night. It's a stinging defeat that I still can't get over.
Right.
And then he goes, I would think you'd be more upset with the way you played golf. And I'm like, that's true.
Did you do karaoke? I came late to that.
Did.
Oh, my God. I missed it.
I did some Sinatra. Normally, That's Life is my go-to. I don't know why I switched up to New York, New York. I felt that'd be more of a crowd pleaser, a song that everyone might know a little bit more than That's Life.
Yeah.
Might have been one of those decisions I'd like to take back. Certainly since Ray beat me, and his kids did Lose Yourself by Eminem.
It's impressive.
Over.
Man.
But did you see the Kelseys do their performance? Did you show up
I came to the tail
early
end.
for that?
I saw them do their performance. Yeah, that guy can own a stage. He's got some pretty good.
So why didn't you play? You played before, haven't you?
See, I get scared. I have played before with my buddy Miles Teller.
He played.
My whole family goes. Tony's up there with the nephews.
Yeah.
It's just easier, and
Pressure's off.
The worse you play, the earlier your tee time is, right? So,
Tell me about it.
It's
I was up with the Roosters. I was crowing for everybody on the final day.
The fans are light out there, but doing like a line drive into someone's kidney is not my idea. Like I get so scared, and everyone thinks you're pros out there. They're wrapped around like Happy Gilmore or like Tiger back in the day, and they don't know that like only the top 5 guys out there are not gonna duff one in the woods.
I thought to myself, I'm gonna do well enough. I promise I'm gonna do well enough. And my caddy, money manager to the Stars, Don Weir, says to me right around hole 6, he hands me 3 golf balls. He goes, "Here, sign these." I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "To hand out to people you're gonna hit." And I'm like, damn it, but great idea.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
He's thinking ahead. You want your caddy thinking ahead. You know what I mean?
Totally. It's a party out there, but you realize you have a new respect for the people that can do it in front of people. Like swing in front of people it's a whole other deal. So it's fun, but I bowed out.
So what is your favorite scene from The Boys?
Oof.
What is your favorite scene?
Favorite scene? That's a good question. I guess I'd have to say season 1. I'm sitting there in this van and we're shooting the interior in a warehouse somewhere, but they're shaking the van and there's like an animatronic, like green dolphin in the back, I'm supposed to be saving from ocean land.
Right.
And I'm like spritzing them down with the spritzer and like they're doing the thing. And I'm like, what the hell kind of show are we making? I remember thinking like, what is this? It was, and I hear people laughing at Video Village. I'm like, I'm having a great time, but like, is anyone going to connect with this? And then that Friday at like 1 a.m., I have a video and they had to do the exterior and they like ejected it out of a windshield. Yeah. He gets run over by a semi and like it was that's what I was but that turned out to be my favorite scene. I was like, wow, then what they did with it was it was it was good. It was like,
You're trying to save him and then he just like
it was like The Fugitive, but like with the dolphin, and it was amazing. Like I'm driving the ambulance, but it was ridiculous. So that was my favorite scene.
And we must say no animals were harmed in the making of that scene, but it is exactly what I'm saying. Very few shows will just make me go, holy crap, like that I didn't see coming.
Right.
And that is really wild. And that is unlike anything else.
Yeah.
Like that is The Boys.
When are you going to do that again? Never. So that was
in a nutshell for you. Now you're next up with The Land, right? The show that's coming about the
Dan
Cleveland
Fogelman
Browns,
show.
Dan Fogelman's NFL-related show, following the Cleveland Browns and
Hulu show,
father-son, connection and father-sons connection with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Who are you playing in that?
So I play the GM of the Browns. Actually.
You do?
Young, like Les Snead type guy.
Okay, yeah.
And
All right.
and it was
Chris
awesome.
Maloney plays the coach.
Christopher Maloney is so fantastic in this role. I've seen the first 3. It's awesome. I don't want to say too much about it, but I'm ecstatic about it. And he was so great to work with. He is the guy. He's kind of like a Dan Campbell-esque type coach. You just fall in love with him right away on screen. He's great. The show is awesome.
For Hulu, right? That's
for Hulu. Yeah, it's for Hulu.
Right.
William H. Macy plays the owner.
That's right. It's great.
Mandy Moore, Chloe Bennett play the daughters. I mean, it was awesome.
I saw a sizzle reel for it because we were shooting some scenes for it at the draft.
Yeah.
Because they, I'm in draft day, so they're like, we need some realism. Ian, me, DJ, Charles Davis, and also shot a scene for it at the draft. Roger Goodell got up there and made a draft. He did this for draft day too. Fans weren't like confused or booing. because he did it in an empty Radio City Music Hall. He literally walked up to the podium with fans there for the Steelers and announced a fake Cleveland Brown quarterback draft pick who got booed.
I did. Yeah.
Because the Steelers fans just saw Brown's helmets and saw the commissioner make an announcement and thought, like, they don't know.
It was in Pittsburgh. Right.
They booed him.
Yeah. I saw that on social media.
So Browns fans should take heart. Steelers fans hate you so much they're booing the drafting of fake quarterback for a show that they don't even know maybe exists yet.
Right, exactly.
That's how deep the rivalry is.
Yeah. It's good.
So I look forward to that too. We'll have you back when that comes.
Me too. I'd love to come back.
Please come on.
Yeah. I can't
come on
wait
again.
I can't wait to see your moment too. It's going to be good.
You know what? I can't wait to see all this stuff. I like showing up places where people are like, "Oh, I saw you," and I'm like, "Why are you so surprised?" The series finale for the boys, that's a bummer. But still, congratulations. No question about it. May 20th, all 4 seasons of The Boys can be checked out on Prime Video right now, the 5th and final season. New episodes release every Wednesday on Prime Video. Chace Crawford is here at Chace Crawford on Instagram. Join the flock to go follow him. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.